Last time on Universal Tour.
You know, I was thinking this is like the last summer we're actually going to be able to spend together, and I think we should go do something, like, really important.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Just, like, a little trip, right?
Oh, yes, of course, just a little one.
The name be Captain Triss Goldbean Sweet. If you want your box back, I'm not giving it back to you. I'll pick it up and throw it in the sea.
He's picking it up and marching off towards wherever, presumably the sea. You know, I'm chasing after him. Whoa! No, there's no need to do that. What are you doing? Where are you going? Stop!
Okay, as you're picking, as you're picking up
that's hilarious.
this little box, and they're like, "I'm gonna fuck this shit up." It opens up its bag.
I'm so sorry.
It opens up its
Gentlemen, I'm very sorry in advance.
It opens up its back suddenly, and there seems to just be this claw that comes out and grasps your wrist. And it's let's see. I'm gonna roll this real quick. 10.
You can always just make it up.
He does like 2 damage to you.
Holy shit. That's a lot of damage.
It's because you're, a pirate and everything, it's just like a bad scratch, but it's still quite a bite that you didn't expect from a very strange place that you didn't expect.
All right.
You still gonna carry out with this?
Yep.
Okay.
It aggressed me now.
Catch it! Catch it!
Drop it. I'm going to be like, okay, you need to drop that right now because clearly it's you're messing with it. You're messing with my stuff, and that is my dog. And let's see.
Okay, big sis, breathe. Assess the situation in front of you. Figure out an amenable solution to the situation.
Well, I'm arguing with him to drop the fucking dog. I got a 13, so
you gotta roll. Let's see, what is
to resist?
Yeah, it's resolve and
it's the same thing. Resolve convince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
resolve convince.
Just resolve is what you guys are saying?
resolve and convince.
Convince. Okay.
So does she sway you? Just barely. She's able to convince you that maybe this dog is worth something. Even it's a little voice in your head says maybe later on you could maybe swipe it off them and sell it for parts or something.
In appearance, sure. Like how old do they actually look?
Young adults, right?
Young adults, or older adults. 20s?
Right.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm only slightly older than these people, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would assume. Incorrectly.
Alright, so I've decided against throwing it in the ocean, but I haven't given it back to them yet.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Okay, so if you can just hand it over. Look, I'm sort of.
What's it worth to you?
I look around, like...
What do you have in trade?
have I realized that we're kind of on a little island, or, as far as I'm concerned, we could just be in Florida or some shit?
Here's a good thing. I will roll survival. Because this... Oh, and awareness. Survival and awareness to see... Is there really people living here?
You got it. And no.
No.
You're like 80% sure nobody else is here but y'all 3.
Is this a deserted island, my good sir?
I mean, it used to be.
Until you came along?
No, until you came along.
That's 1 for the pirate.
Oh, good, well met.
Oh, well, tell you what, why don't you just... and she kind of looks at her brother. I mean, we can just take a good Samaritan break, right? I mean,
Hell yes, we could give the good man a lift.
Yeah, especially since Clearly, there's no adventure to be had on this island if it's deserted. Alright, come on. We'll take you to our ship.
All right. And with the promise of leaving the island, I'll put the dog back down.
He hasn't let go of your wrist.
Well,
Is the
I
problem.
pick him up because I don't think that he'll survive terribly well in the jungle here.
Or the jungle in there. Either one.
Yeah, so, I sort of, pat Fido, and I'm like, you did good, buddy. You did good.
Thank you, mistress. My job is to protect and serve.
I know.
So they take me to their box ship.
So they take you to their box, and you're wondering how are they going to push this into the water when you, such a man, could not even. What foolishness these two are.
This is how science works.
They must either be mad or you have. Still, there might be something better. So, they open up the box, strangely easily, and inside is not cigars, that's for sure.
How disappointing.
Inside, it's all pretty much just like outside, except dark, and the light seems to be coming from the tree itself rather than any sky or anything like that. There's no sand in it, though. There seems to only be bridges and made of rope and strange other noises of boops and beeps.
I sigh and look around, and I'm like, brother, I'm going to have to change this. How on earth is K9 going to get around here?
There's rope bridges!
Yeah,
It's an all-terrain vehicle!
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
This is not the original K9. This is
But
the
he
better
still
version.
has restrictions.
There's
I
rope
guess.
bridges. He could technically get him. It's not like there's stairs. He's not a Dalek.
No, he does have the restriction stairs. He does.
Yeah, there's no stairs. It's all rope bridges.
Okay.
I'm like, Sam, I don't... It's too...
Dark? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Well, dark is one problem, earthy is another, and she sort of...
I'll turn the sun on.
Why can't we just have something a little more interiorized?
So I've clearly gone insane, so I'm just gonna follow along, because I'll probably just wake up on the island later.
I'm sorry, and I turn around and I like wave Goldfiend in, and I'm like, come on in.
Thanks, Triss.
Have a seat.
God.
All of our nice furniture has gone.
Y'all haven't even asked his name yet. Hold on.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Well, I am literally reading his mind.
And
True
then
that,
I'm
true that.
like, go ahead and take a vine, I guess.
There's look, it's Swiss Family Robinson style, so it's high tech, living on a desert island.
No,
okay.
this is.
So there's probably like a couch made of ostrich feathers or something bizarre because they had every sort of animal on that fucking island.
She rolls her eyes and shakes her head. Whatever, that's neither here nor there. Where do you need to go, good sir? What's your name, anyway?
The name be Captain Triss Goldfiend Sweet.
Captain Sweet. Okay. I sort of I'm clutching Fido to my chest, and then I motion towards a bench or something that's made of vine, that looks like it's made of vine.
It's
I'm like,
ostrich
"Go ahead,
feathers.
Have a
It's
seat.
a couch.
Yeah, go ahead and take a seat. And
Okay.
why on earth did you hide the console in here anyway?
It's right here. You're in it.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Look, it's very simple. I show you a very complicated method of using ropes and vines.
And mushrooms and lichens. And
Could we not just have a central
Fine.
console?
What is your better idea?
How about a central console if you insist on
Okay.
keeping this
Central
jungle-
console. I'll go put in the commands for that.
Yeah, please do, because there's no way that I can... I mean, I could, but there's no way that I'm going to bother learning all of this complicated system.
So, Goldfiend, these two obviously married people are complaining constantly. Are you like trying to case the joint for any
There's fruits. There's fresh fruits everywhere.
I mean anything of real value.
Exactly.
There's a warp star. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no!
Give the pirate a warp star. Go ahead, along your way.
So, yeah.
Should I roll something to see?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll awareness. You really don't see much of anything here worth your time. It's
all right.
Except for maybe that dog, and it's like not great. But you are curious as to how this is a ship in any which way.
Look, if we have a main console, we'll have to make everything out of metal, and that'll change the aesthetic.
Look, you can make it look like a tree, but...
Oh, okay. That works.
And lever.
Alright.
Well, like here, you can make it look like a patio table. I just want a central console that I don't have to
simple.
Fine.
Anyways, yeah, I'll go create a console for her.
So, is this ship of yours gonna be setting sail anytime soon?
Well, just as long as you tell us any place or time, my good sir.
Like as soon as the console, is generated.
Yeah.
I stroke it, and I'm like, yeah, you're doing a good job, buddy. By the way, your programming is quite sufficient, and I then start tacking away on the different buttons. So, where did you say that you wanted to go?
Well, I've misplaced me ship and the rest of me crew, so not really too sure on that.
Oh, so we have to find your ship. Okay, I think we can figure that out. We might just sort of fly overhead and, make sure and just sort of
push you out.
Well, yeah, and then just look around.
That's not what I said, but yes, okay.
I'm just gonna continue just listening to these crazy people.
Oh, would you like anything to drink or eat?
Some rum would be nice.
Sure thing.
They hand you a glass of rum, and wow, this rum. Wow. This rum, guys. This rum. But, so yeah, it turns, y'all hit all the switches, y'all flick all the lights, y'all make sure this time that the oxygen is, turned on before, starting.
Oxygen shield.
Oxygen shield is turned on before starting, just in case. And so, you hear that weird sound again. It's creepy. And
it's not creepy, it's the sound of the universe.
Well, to our new friend here, Mr. Goldfiend, it's very, very
I'll
creepy.
get used to it.
It's like you can only imagine this is what a whale probably in a lot of pain sounds like. So
it's okay, I'm drinking rum.
That's very good rum, by the way.
You go ahead and you start, hearing that noise going and going, and then suddenly there's a little bump and hit, and with y'all's feel of the universe, y'all feel that y'all are immediately being pulled into the vortex of time instead of just flying through space.
No. Tardis, what are you doing? Tardis,
what are you doing, big sis?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm doing everything perfectly for your patient. And I'm wildly hitting buttons and smacking.
Here, let me try.
With this little hitch and this weird bug going on, you'll eventually hear the sound stop, and the little thud comes back, and you'll realize you'll have landed. Definitely not where you meant to be.
And I open the doors.
You poke your head out, and you hear this strange, well, not strange to you, of course, but you hear the sound of physical playing, blaring on some kind of a stereo. You hear, like, some beatboxing going on in another corner, and y'all see sidewalk everywhere, and high, tall buildings on either side of you as you realize you're in an alleyway of some kind.
What does the TARDIS look like right now?
You kind of take a step back and you look at it, and it
Sorry.
looks like a dumpster, kind of, but it's got tags all over it that says,
Okay, big sis.
some strange-
I need to go fix this chameleon circuit. It seems to be demeaning me now.
I think it's fine, really.
something tells you that this TARDIS is having some kind of issue with you. Like, it's deliberately being pissy.
I'll have to go have a long talk with it later.
Yeah,
Once-
maybe we should have gotten permission. I mean, look, and then I sort of
it's
shook the
easier
side of
to
the
ask
TARDIS.
for forgiveness than it is for permission. Everyone knows that.
That doesn't sound right.
It's totally true. Anyways, let's explore.
Just then, y'all feel again something strange, something y'all haven't really felt before, and it's kind of like danger is being said in your head.
Oh,
And it's
Check
like,
my watch.
yes, your watch is also suddenly starts making a very strange noise. It sounds kind of like if someone took a baseball bat to the back of a grand piano,
Oh yeah.
at the same time a cat was in the
grand
dryer.
piano. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It was.
What is that?
Let me check. I get ready for the tape to come out.
It slowly ticks out, and it
Yeah.
just says the word ice.
God, another one.
Wait, is that one of those watches? When did
Yes.
you get one of those? Did Mom buy that for you?
No, I have a part-time job.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you were so busy studying that you don't notice my life.
You know what? I'm sorry that you're too busy. Okay, you know what?
I was working. My job is very important to me. Okay.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to unvalidate your experiences. But right now, I feel like there's.
Oh yes. And how much time do we have till the end of the world?
It says, hold up, I had it
You
says
just make-
about 26 hours and 14
Okay.
minutes.
We have 26 hours and 14 minutes till an apocalyptic event will occur.
What? No. That's not
26
right.
hours and 42 minutes till an apocalyptic event occurs.
No, that cannot be right. This planet has to be around for billions of years more. This cannot be later than 2000 AD.
I don't think it's 2000. I'll switch over to the main clock function.
I'm
and see
saying,
what time it
I'm
actually
saying
is.
that's, like, it can be no later than.
It
I mean-
says it's about 2:30.
I mean, what date? It usually keeps the right date no matter where it is.
It's January 15th, 1982.
Wow, you did a really bad job at parking.
Just one big middle finger for little brother.
Whatever the psychic
Look, I'm a
equivalent is
shit
of a middle
mother,
finger,
right?
I'm giving it to him.
Don't worry, I'm not paying attention to you right now. So, apparently, the end of the world will have to do with ice sometime the next 23 hours?
Alright.
So, we're just gonna cut real quick to Amanda. Amanda, what are you up to? Usually on a
Alright,
school's out.
like I'm grabbing a slice of pizza and hanging out at the arcade.
At the arcade. Okay, and
Except you call it za.
yeah, of course she does.
My parents own a hardware store, so they just gave me a bag of quarters to spend the day at the arcade.
All
Also,
right,
you're a Mouseketeer. That does actually pay. I
Yes.
tell you.
Your parents
Yes, I-
control those assets, though. Sorry.
Yeah, so they gave
Yeah.
me my allowance.
Just like Jackson. Just like Jackson.
Yeah, like They gave me some. They gave me my allowance. We're not filming today, so I'm spending it at the arcade.
All right, so you've been having a whale of a time. You had za. You've been hanging out with some friends. You've been totally rocking, pinball and Pac-Man. I mean, yeah, you've been having a whale of a time, but unfortunately, you did run out of quarters. Your friends are all kind of gravitating towards, leaving. They have their own stuff they want to get to too. Not to mention homework. You still are pretty full of pop and za, so you want to just hang out at the arcade, or you gonna go for a walk?
Yep. So I take all my swag and go skipping down the street.
You've gotten all your swag out of the place, and you now are walking down the street, heading home, or just somewhere like a nice, quiet thinking place, or anything.
Nice quiet thinking place somewhere
Nice,
in
quiet
Central
thinking
Park.
place. Somewhere in Central Park? Okay. As you're walking, you happen to just, give me a little awareness check. Something catches out of the side of your eye, and you see this guy in a really odd getup to you. It looks like he just stepped off Broadway, but instead of being anywhere near Broadway, it's, the middle of Chinatown, and he's wearing this weird getup of like a straw boater and this really nice, jacket.
Are you lost?
No, I am basically where I'm supposed to be. Has there been anything about ice in the news recently?
Hmm.
Well, there you are.
It's January
Nope,
in
not
New
anymore.
York. What do you think?
That's a silly question.
Are you a LARPer?
LARPing is not a thing.
Am I there, or is it like just him?
Actually, I need
I stepped outside, and so it's up to you.
I kind of
But
need
ditch me here.
I need a roll from the ender of his convincing subterfuge. She's not, he's a pretty normal looking guy. He just seems to be stepped off Broadway.
Are you on Broadway?
No, this is Chinatown.
You're a tourist, aren't you?
Well, aren't we all tourists once in our life? You shouldn't judge so harshly.
No, it says like, sorry, just like tourists are pains in the asses.
Well, I mean no pain in the arse, my dear. It seems like we have a debacle right now about ice. There seems to be a problem looming that we don't quite know what.
In fact, we've got a lot of ice this winter, and the cities have in the budget to melt it.
Maybe.
We call that January here.
It seems more of an out-of-season ice crisis.
Mm-hmm. Again, welcome to New York.
Thank you. I appreciate your welcome.
By the way, if you wanted to show up or anything, Goldfiend or because Goldfiend, by the way, the door's wide open. You can grab the dog and just run if you want.
It's totally up to you, man. I don't judge.
I mean, it's the only thing that's worth any money, assumably, right?
Everything else is like trees and weird hallucinations. So, it's up to you right now, man.
Let's go for it.
Go for it. Athletics.
All right. I'm not very athletic.
Here's the good news: neither am I.
Luckily, I am.
I have a 0 in athletics. No attributes go into that, right?
Oh wow, I'm way better in athletics than you, then at least.
Coordination actually goes into athletics.
But, really?
All right.
It does? That
What?
sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, there's no like base thing. Like your attributes aren't linked to your skills.
They're based on like need,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can say add your.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Well, then
coordination.
roll me a
Okay.
coordination instead if you don't have. All right, you got a
Okay, and
10.
I'm chasing
Well,
after him.
he just you just saw it like just he picked up your dog and started running out this door, and meanwhile
Wait, actually, hold
Amanda,
up, because I've been holding him the whole time.
have you?
Have
I
you
said
really?
that. Yeah, I said that. Like,
Yeah.
I've been holding him close to my chest.
Oh, the dog. I'm
Sure.
sorry. Okay.
Yeah, the dog. No, not cold face.
The filthy pirate holding close to your
I was
chest.
holding him close to my chest. I'm like, what?
Yes. Now sip wine on this glass
Sorry.
I provide you.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, you did say that. So you are gonna have to wrestle that out of her hands. So
Okay.
give me a strength.
All right, we'll do.
Shrink. Make a hit count.
I'm not all that strong.
Like, to resist, is it just strength?
Yeah, give me a strength as well. No, you
Damn!
can't that dog. You want to like sock her and see if you can't, or maybe hold her up at gunpoint because you do have a couple of pistols.
I do have 5 pistols.
So it's up to you. How do you want to handle this? You want
Like,
that
I'm
dog?
not letting go of this dog. I'm like, what the fuck? Get, stop that! My dog is not for you. My dog.
And it's got a straight.
With this failed robbery attempt at piracy, I'm just gonna book it.
You're just gonna run for it.
Run.
Okay. You just
I'm going
with that 10. You just book it. You just book it out of there.
What the heck are you two fighting over?
Well, you just saw this guy pop out of a dumpster, and he's dressed like 19
A
excuse
pirate.
me, 1700s. A pirate just
A
jumped out of a
pirate.
dumpster that seems to be empty and just started trying to book it from
I took it with
this,
my cane.
and you use the story point to just absentmindedly
Oh no,
poke out your
I
cane?
rolled it. I rolled it. I have a
Oh,
14.
you rolled it. Okay, so I need coordination to see if he jumps it.
I match.
Hmm.
Defender or adversary wins.
You like fall into each other's arms and it like bubbles in the background.
Look,
Dun.
sister, it's no time for slash fiction. I helped the pirate up. Look, good man.
He does stumble and it slows him down. Are you chasing him?
No, I'm just like, like, what the fuck? I don't. Whatever. He can go get lost in New York City. I don't
Okay.
care.
All right, I will. In that,
You do have a chance to grab him.
yes, I'll grab hold of him and explain why he should stay. I know.
Although you struggle valiantly, he somehow is able to keep a hold of you.
Anyways, look, this is not your time period. I'm going to convince him. Look, you've been traveled through time. This is
Yeah, and I'm the bloody Queen of England. All right, now let go.
I will.
I gotta find me mates.
Your mates died a long time ago.
No, they're gonna die if they don't have their captain. Now let me go.
They're
All
already
right,
killing
I'm
each
going
other.
to roll a voice of authority and convince with my presence. Look, let me tell you how it is. This is personal telepathic communication to him. You have traveled not just into space, but also into time. Everything you see around you is a present day, in another time period altogether. Your mates are back there. We would have to go take another trip to reach your mates back on your ship. Do you understand?
What do I need to roll to not believe anything this guy's saying to me?
Resolve. That would be resolve. This is time
I
and
just want to
space.
say that I'm like climbing out of the TARDIS right now. Like, I don't like just sort of looking around. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
So yeah,
Look.
I'm afraid he convinced you pretty well. You realize that you look around.
That and the fact that you're in something that looks nothing like where you were.
You look around and you're pretty sure this is nothing you've ever seen and you're also pretty sure you're not hallucinating because you've not seen shit like this ever. This shit's weird. So
Unless you ate something very strange on that island.
You're thinking I can't possibly be making this up because this looks too weirdly real for something I'm making up.
All right.
So,
Here. We seem to have a dilemma on, sir.
Amanda, you just saw another woman come out of the
Dumpster.
dumpster, and he's talking something about time and
Well, that
Technically,
was
no.
oh, that was
That
in
was
his mind. I
telepathic.
apologize. I apologize. But
But,
you just
can I-
grabbed him and stared at him really hard, and he stopped struggling. Um,
I looked
so
deep into his eyes, and then there
exactly.
was sexy
Are you-
saxophone music in the background somewhere.
Are you guys escape? Are you guys escape mental patients?
Of course not, dear. Don't worry.
Only once or twice.
We're just derpy. We're just odd tourists. We're from someplace foreign. Trust me.
Canada?
Yes,
Or
Canada. We're from
foreign.
Canada.
France?
The Europes.
There's only one Europe.
There's more than one European.
I like bend down in front of her, and I like sort of hold out Fido a little bit, and I'm like, "Do you want to pet my dog?"
It looks like a trash can to you, Amanda. I mean, it looks the same to everyone, but your quick equivalent is that's a trash can she's holding that she's decorated.
Ma'am, are you crazy?
It doesn't look like a toy or anything to her.
It should look like a toy.
It looks like a bizarro toy. Looks more like a crazy person put a bunch of crap on a trash can, a metal trash can.
We
Man,
need a
that's-
chameleon circuit for K9.
That just confirms to me that you're crazy because it looks like you stuck stickers on a trash can.
Okay, well, my dog's not a trash can, and I stand up and I sort of walk off, and I'm closing my eyes, and I'm thinking we have like a bigger problem here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to feel the universe.
Like we have 22 hours before the end of the world.
Give me an awareness check then.
Well, no, it's a special. It's a
No,
feel the
no,
turn of
just
the
give me an
universe.
awareness check, honey. Just
Yeah, for the feel the turn of the universe.
okay. Well, you open your eyes and like right across the alley, is the catty corner, I should say, is a newsstand, and something tells you
Yes,
you'll
I
find
take
something
the-
there.
Right there.
Okay, I grab one of the newspapers and I look
With one-
through it.
Hey, that's gonna cost you $1.
Look, I just want to check on
This is
my
New York Times.
grandmother's
It's $1.
obituary. Look, and I flip my hair a little bit. Well, I twirl a little bit of my bangs around my finger, and I'm like, oh, can't you make an exception for a pretty lady?
No, it's $1.
Hey, I just rolled an 11 for my for my convince there, so I just want to throw that out there.
I
Well,
run up and give
you
the guy
see,
a
the
dollar.
thing is, you're not
Money
his type.
speaks.
Ah,
I run up and give the guy $1.
It's handsome Jack. What?
Yeah.
thanks, honey. Can't believe I owe a 13-year-old some fucking money now. And I open up the I open up the thing, the newspaper, and I look through it for anything having to do with ice.
You happen to notice that in the front page, actually, it's talking about this is a terrible, terrible winter they've been having. There's just been like horrible snow and just ice, and they're saying that this could be probably some of the coldest temperatures they've had in a long time. And they're saying, and it's because this terrible, what do you call it, pressure system from Canada they're talking about must be pushing down.
Also, global freezing, which was a thing back then.
Yeah, there's a lot of, side columns that are talking about it's global freezing and
Really?
nuclear winters,
No, it's literally a
conspiracies
thing.
and stuff.
Right before global warming,
Hmm.
everyone thought it was global cooling. That it was like a major,
Yeah,
terrible thing that was happening.
yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of
So
conspiracy theories. Some
so
saying,
I all right. I like turn around to my brother and I'm like, "Hey brother, stop eye fucking the pirate and come over here."
I. Oh my
"Wow,
gosh.